It's time for a quiz! Welcome back to Book Break. In this video we are doing another bookish quiz. You all always say that you have so much fun playing along with these with us, so I thought let's do another round. This time I've got help. This book is a brand new release. This is The Ministry of Quizzes by David Gentle. So it is a bunch of really fun quiz questions and quiz formats all compiled in here. Ignore the post-it notes. I've planned out which questions I'm going to ask you. We'll come to those in a minute. This is such a fun book to go through by yourself or to bring somewhere where you're going to be hanging out with friends so you can all play together. It's got a real variety of the types of quizzes in here. So it's got general trivia questions. It's got some where you're given a bunch of words and you have to figure out what they all have in common, what the link is. It's got some like this that have graphs and charts and you're trying to guess the right answer of something based on common knowledge, based on surveys they've done of hundreds of people. There are some crosswords in here. There's something here called Cluedoku. It's just endless. So I'm going to be working my way through the whole of this book with my friends, but I have picked out a few book-related questions to test you on today. So there's a huge range of topics in this book. It's not just for bookworms. I've just found the ones that I think will be most relevant to us. So how I want you to play this game, instead of doing it pub quiz style where I read you all the questions and then do all the answers, we're going to go through one question at a time. So I want you to put up 10 fingers. Or make a tally of 10 on a piece of paper, whatever works best for you. Every time you get an answer wrong, you can cross out one of your numbers or put a finger down. At the end of the questions, I'm going to be asking you to comment below how many fingers you still had left. So you ready? Let's dive straight in. Question number 1. What was the first James Bond novel? I'm going to give you 5 seconds to answer each question. So what was the first James Bond novel? The answer is Casino Royale. If you said anything other than Casino Royale, you lose a point. Question number 2. Cast your minds back. In the Gruffalo, which creature does the mouse meet first? And I am going to give you 4 options, so you have a choice of 4. In the Gruffalo, does the mouse first meet A, the snake, B, the owl, C, the fox, or D, the Gruffalo? So that's snake, owl, fox, or Gruffalo. Which one does the mouse meet first? The answer is the fox. That's another point knocked off if you got that one wrong. Question number 3 is an odd one out question. So I'm going to read you 4 book titles and you have to tell me which is the odd one out. Wuthering Heights, The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, Jane Eyre, Mansfield Park. Okay? Wuthering Heights, The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, Jane Eyre, Mansfield Park. Odd one out is Mansfield Park because it was written by Jane Austen, whereas the other 3 were all written by Bronte sisters. Okay, question number 4. This is just trivia. What number are the clocks striking in the first line of George Orwell's 1984? This has come up recently in a first line quiz also on this channel, so you might remember from that. But the number the clocks are striking is 13. The first line of 1984 is, it was a cold, bright day in April and the clocks were striking 13. Okay, let's do another multiple choice one. Which character said the following quote? There are few people whom I really love, and still fewer of whom I think well. So I'm going to give you 4 options. Was that A, Bridget Jones, B, Elizabeth Bennet, C, Emma Woodhouse, or D, Miss Havisham? There are few people whom I really love, and still fewer of whom I think well. It's a pretty funny quote when you think about it. The answer is, that was said by Elizabeth Bennet. Of course, that is classic Lizzie Bennet. Okay, we're halfway through. How are you doing? Still hanging in there. Okay, this is taken from a quiz that's all about poetry. Who became the first female poet laureate in 2009? We do talk about this person on Book Break, particularly towards the end of the year. The answer is Carol Ann Duffy. Carol Ann Duffy became the first female poet laureate in 2009, and you all tell me how much you love her Christmas books that we feature every Christmas. Okay, the next one is 50-50. You've got a 50-50 shot of getting this right. In the name Wuthering Heights, what does wuthering mean? And I'll admit, I had to look up the answer for this one because I didn't know. So does it mean lonely or does it mean windy? What does the word wuthering mean? Does it mean lonely or does it mean windy? The answer is, it means windy. Okay, this one's fun. This one's for the YA fans. So Breaking Dawn is the last novel in which series of books? I'm going to give you 4 options. I don't think you'll need them. Most of you will know this one anyway, but Breaking Dawn, is that the last novel in A. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, B. Vampire Academy, C. The Infernal Devices, or D. Twilight? So that's Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Vampire Academy, The Infernal Devices, or Twilight. Drum roll, the answer is Twilight. I think most of you probably will have known that. But no shame if you didn't. Okay, question 9. In the Thomas Hardy novel, at which now popular tourist attraction is Tess Derbyfield arrested for murder? Doesn't give you the name of the novel here, but you can probably work it out from this character's name, and the answer is Stonehenge. It's a very dramatic scene. Okay, final question, but then I am going to give you a bonus one as well. But question number 10, this is another odd one out. I'm going to read you 5 characters. I'm going to read you 5 characters, and you have to figure out which is the odd one out. I think this was quite hard, I didn't get it straight away. Alice, the Dormouse, the Hatter, the March Hare, the Queen of Hearts. One of those 5 is the odd one out. Can you work out which one it is? The answer is the Queen of Hearts is the odd one out, because the Queen of Hearts was not at the tea party. Okay, so that was 10 questions. How are you doing? Do you have any fingers left up, any points still standing? Whether or not you do, I'm going to now play a little bonus game, a little final round for everyone. So this is a separate score, let's say. I am thinking of a literary character, and I'm going to give you 4 clues about that person. If you figure out correctly who it is on the first clue, you get 4 points. If you don't figure it out until the second clue, but then you get it right, you get 3 points. The third clue, you just get 2 points, and the final clue, you just get 1 point. If you don't get it at all, there's no points, I'm afraid. So, who am I thinking of? Clue number 1. The only woman he loved left him on Christmas Day. That is cold. The only woman he loved left him on Christmas Day. Do you have any ideas? Let's move on to clue number 2. He has been played by Alistair Sim in 1951, Michael Caine in 1992, and Patrick Stewart in 1999. So this person has been played by Alistair Sim in 1951, by Michael Caine in 1992, and by Patrick Stewart in 1999. If you're still not sure, here is clue number 3. His story was first published on the 19th of December 1843 and was sold out by Christmas Eve. So that is impressive. His story was first published on the 19th of December 1843 and was sold out by Christmas Eve. Okay, and finally, if you're still not sure, I will give you a 4th and final clue. His dead business partner, Jacob Marley, visits him as a ghost. His dead business partner, Jacob Marley, visits him as a ghost. So, if you correctly identified that that character was Ebenezer Scrooge from A Christmas Carol, you can then add however many bonus points you got onto your score. So I want to know how you did. Let me know in the comments below, how many fingers did you still have left up at the end of the game, and how many bonus points did you get to add back on to that number? Let's have a little competition in the comments, see who did the best. And I'll also leave a link below for you to buy the Ministry of Quizzes yourself if you want to play this with your friends. Such a fun book. Look, it's even got a quote from Daniel Radcliffe on the front. He says, "I find it impossible to believe you will not love this book." I agree, Daniel. If you enjoyed this, I will leave a link here to all of the other quizzes we have done here on Book Break, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for even more fun coming up twice every week. See you next time!